Hey there, YC. This is Philwall one more time. I want to post an update of the app because we already started working on a new version that's different from the link I gave you, and I think you guys will really dig it. So here we go. I'm going to keep this very high level. I mean, I heard you had like 1,000 applications a day, so I'm going to fly. Alright, so what you're looking at now is the current version of the app, which is just, the Plans tab is just a big interactive list of stuff your friends want to do. Now, the biggest difference between this and the new version is here, we made everyone go in and hit this button and manually add the stuff they wanted to do. Now, we've seen the data, and we've thought of a much less cumbersome way to get this information in there that I'll show you in a second. But, I mean, on the current version, you can open these up, you can see who's in, you can see the conversation, which works just like group text. I mean, that was super seamless. We're going to keep that. And then we were playing around with something where we were letting you add ideas and having your friends vote on them. Now, the logic was that this would be like, an easier way to sort of get what people wanted out of them, but then we could take the data and we could sort of aggregate what's popular and let you browse it when you're bored. Those are some of the concepts we were thinking of. I'm going to show you how that evolved. So, first tab, what your friends want to do. Let's say I'm not into any of it. The other thing the app does is it lets you figure out what you could get going. So that's what the Friends tab is for. Now, when you come here, what you're seeing is just a free agent pool in essence of like which of your friends want to do something. So these are some of your Facebook friends. None of these people have statuses. We just ranked it by people who actually set statuses. So up here, right? So what I can do is I can come in and I can set my own status in one touch. I hit green. I'm letting people know I'm available. I just set that. So this was actually very popular. We're going to keep it similar to how it is. I mean, we actually thought of a very cool way to improve how you set your status so you can do it in the future. But beyond that, people really like setting these. And I think it's because it was so passive. Because essentially in one touch, you're telling people they can hit you up if they want to organize something. So it's one touch and you get a lot of value. So that's something we kept in mind as we were coming up with how we wanted to change the other features, is how successful that passive feature was, right? So, moving on. The left side here is the current version of the app. The right side is a mock-up of what we want to change. The biggest change is that we saw through the data that it's all about ideas and friends. It's not people going in and posting plans with dates. It's people going in and saying, I like this, I like that. So in the new version, what you do is you come in and you just pick from a public list things that you would like to do. Now the cool thing is we can take that data and we can add it to what your friends have said they liked, and then we just give you a ranked list by the number of your friends who want to do each activity. So, I mean, you could think it's almost like a ready-made list of this is stuff you could get going now, and when you pair that with who's available right now, then you've got something really compelling. I mean, it feels live, like these are activities I could make happen. Now, the other thing we've done is we've simplified the flow. So if I were to hit capture the flag in the new version, all it shows me is these are the people who want to do this. Now, it's one touch. I can customize who I want to send it to, obviously, but it's one touch, then just sends out, hey, does anyone want to actually do this? And we made it really casual for the responder, just a yes, no. He's like, I'm in or I'm busy. The logic being that if we could remove as much social friction in terms of like, people now are sending like complicated emails, things like that. If we could remove as much friction as possible in this process, then you could have people starting to share more things they wanted to do, which is the direction we want to take this. A live feel for, here are my friends, here's fun stuff, here's what I could get going right now. I mean, I'm sure you can imagine what we have planned for the data that we're collecting. I mean, we're crowdsourcing this in a really easy way. And then we can match, like, here's what you like, here's something that's hot and new. And we can consider our recommendations based on how many of your friends we think would also like to do it. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool stuff we can do on that end. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I mean, obviously we have other features that we want to throw in there, but I'd love to tell you about them in the interview. Bottom line is that this flow now is just, I like this, I can see who wants to do it, I'm going to send out a ping in an easy way. And then we have a lot of hooks that pick up cool things from there. So, yep, looking forward to telling you guys more. Thanks.